Hey everybody, Simbastickless here, bringing you my top 10 favorite films of 2011. Now, this isn't going to be your normal year-end countdown review where I talk about my favorite movies from 2011. Instead, what this is going to be is me talking about my top 10 favorite movies that I watched in 2011 that were brand new to me. Meaning that some of these movies may be from many years ago, but for me, this year, I watched them for the first time. They're brand new to me. There's 10 movies to get through, so let's get right down to it. Number 10 is The Ladykillers. I saw the remake when it was in theaters. I thought it was great. I absolutely loved it. So ever since then, I had really wanted to see the original. I had heard great things, so this year when I saw it, I had to pick it up, watched it immediately, and it was fantastic. Alec Guinness here, he gives one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. He is brilliant, he is twisted, he is dark. If you love dark comedies, you need to see this one. It was fantastic. Number 9 is Doll Man, starring the great Tim Thomerson. Need I say more than that? He's a cop from another planet, crash lands here on Earth, only to find out he's the size of a doll. From there, the craziness ensues. I absolutely love this film. It's a great cheeseball sci-fi action movie. If you like cheesiness, if you like sci-fi, if you like action, check this one out. Number 8 is The Spider, also known as Earth vs. the Spider, one of Burt I. Gordon's greatest films, featuring some of his fantastic special effects, also featuring one of the coolest spiders I've ever seen, a screaming spider. If you love cheeseball, classic 1950s sci-fi, this is one to check out. Now it's one of my all-time favorites. I loved it. See this one. Number 7 is I, Bury the Living, a brilliant story about a man who figures out by putting black or white pushpins into a burial plot map, he can control who lives and who dies. This is a fantastic story. I absolutely love the plot for this one. It's a great psychological horror movie. Definitely see this one. Number 6 is Ong Bak, the Thai Warrior. It's about time I finally watched this movie. I've had it in my collection for a few years now, but for whatever reason, I just kept putting off watching it. I'd heard it was really good, so I figured it's about time I finally sit down and check it out, and I'm glad I did. Lived up to everything I heard. It was a fantastic martial arts film, featuring some of the best martial arts I've ever seen in a film. Also, had a fantastic story. If you like martial arts, you're definitely going to want to see this one. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the 2 sequels. They were pretty bad, but Ong Bak, the Thai Warrior, brilliant movie. Definitely check this one out. Number 5 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles Forever. I was a big fan of the 2003 Turtles series. I thought it was a great, well-done animated series, but of course, as a kid growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, I was a huge fan of the original classic Turtles series. This film here features both of those great series coming together in one epic battle, also giving great shout-outs to the live-action films, the TMNT CGI film, and also the great, much darker, much edgier comic book series. If you're a fan of the Turtles, if you grew up with them like me, you are definitely going to want to see this. Number 4 is Hatchet. As a fan of classic 80s slasher films, I was a huge fan of this. The plot might have been a little weak, it might have been something we've seen before, but that's what's great about slasher films. It's always something we've seen before, but they're always so much fun. This also had some of the greatest practical special effects I've seen in a very, very long time. If you love classic slasher movies, this is one to see. Number 3 was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This was a fantastic movie. Going into this, though, I heard mixed things. Some people saying they either really liked it, or some other people saying it was a little slow, a little dull, and comparing it to things like Lord of the Rings. I see where they were coming from, but all in all, I thought this was a great lead up to the epic battle that's going to happen in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I was a huge fan of this. This is great. If you're a Harry Potter fan, I'm sure you've already seen it, but if you haven't, this is not one to miss out on. Number 2 on the list is The Mist. This was a decent horror film. All in all, nothing too special, but definitely entertaining. But what puts it on the number 2 spot is the fact that it has my all-time favorite ending to a movie ever. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to give anything away. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm definitely going to say, check this one out. You'll love it just for the ending alone. It is brilliant. And number 1 on the list is Daybreakers, the greatest vampire movie I've ever seen. I love vampire films. I have a ton of them. I've seen many, many of them, but this one here blows all those out of the water. It's a fantastic story about vampires taking over the world and the trouble that causes. Has some great action, some great horror. Also, it was nice to see Ethan Hawke here in a great leading role. Haven't seen that in a while. I definitely recommend this. If you like action, you like horror, you like vampires, this is a must-see, fantastic story. So that's it for a look at my top 10 favorite movies of 2011 that were new to me. Hope you enjoyed the list. Hope maybe you have some new titles you want to watch now, and I'll see you all in 2012. See ya.